Bitch, I hope my chopper bless me. Stay by my side in case a nigga try to press me. Run up, do a nigga messy. He don't want no smoke, I let my chopper count his blessings. Ooh, bitch, I hope my chopper bless me. Stay by my side in case a nigga try to press me. Run up, do a nigga messy. He don't want no smoke, I let my chopper count his blessings.
What is up, guys? My name is Glow. Welcome back to another video, and today we have some more Apex Legends for you guys. I'm sure some of you are new to this game. Well, we are pretty new right now. But Mirage versus Caustic, Caustic versus Mirage. Only two locked legends in the game right now. Hopefully there's more soon. But these two legends, guys, they're very, very good. Somewhat situational, and I think you unlock one at like level 20 or 23. And I think you get another one at like level 40 something. So that's a pretty long wait. So I'm sure some of you are wondering which one you should unlock right now. I am here to tell you which one is right for you, which one is right for your playstyle. But first, let's take a look at their abilities on paper. So starting off, guys, we have Caustic's passive, which is Nox Vision. You gain threat vision on enemies moving through your gas. This is probably one of the most involved passives in the game, considering anytime you use Caustic, you're always going to have gas on the field. You're always going to have a canister up, which brings us to its tactical, which is gas trap. You can place up to 6 canisters that release deadly Nox gas when shot or triggered by enemies. It says by enemies, but you can also shoot it too. I actually do this quite a bit when I want to hide in my gas or heal or something like that, pick up a teammate, which you'll see later. And his ultimate, Nox gas grenade, which is pretty much just a grenade that you throw, which is about 2 times the area as one of your gas traps. You can also, you know, hide in that, heal your teammates, and with his passive you can see through all of his gas. All of this is just ties in really well together. So on to Mirage. Now Mirage is a bit more of an aggressive playstyle. His passive is Encore, which automatically drops a decoy as he cloaks for 5 seconds when he is knocked down. This is not going to be as used as Caustic, since, I mean, unless you plan on constantly getting lit up and knocked down, you're not going to use this as much. But his tactical is the exact opposite. You're going to be using this quite a bit. I think it's one of the fastest, if not the fastest, charging tacticals in the game. You send out a holographic decoy, just runs forwards to confuse the enemy, and when they shoot it, it reveals their location. His ultimate, Vanishing Act, he deploys, I think, about 5 or 6 clones as he cloaks, and it's going to be used for like running away or flanking the enemy. Now before we hop into some actual gameplay, guys, I do want to point out that the icon on the top right of the legend, Mirage, as you can see, is 3 bullets, which I'm assuming is assault, since he does kind of play like Wraith and Bangalore, kind of aggressive. And Caustic is the shield, which I'm guessing is defensive, since he does kind of play like Gibraltar. So if you like maining Gibraltar right now, might want to give Caustic a try, and if you main Wraith or Bangalore, you might want to go ahead and try Mirage. Guys, I honestly think a good Caustic is slightly OP if you use him correctly. A good Caustic is pretty much impossible to beat if he knows what he's doing. The way you beat Caustic is simply just don't fight in his gas. But his canisters can be used to block doors so the enemies can't get out, and when you are in his Nox gas, your screen is blurred and you get slow. I don't think you can even sprint when you're in his gas, so it forces the enemies to spread. It forces the enemy team to spread, so you pretty much control the fight and make it go the way you want it to go with Caustic. Defensively, this legend is a beast. If you need to heal, if you need to revive teammates, pick up loot, ammo, anything like that, if your back is to the wall, he works a bit like Gibraltar, but in some ways better. You can block doors, like I said, so enemies literally cannot get into the room, and if they do manage to get into the room, Their screen is blurry, they're coughing. Like I said, it's gonna be very hard to fight your team like this. You can see his Mirage runs in and he gets wrecked because he did not see me. But there is still one overlooked factor when it comes to Caustic, and it is his aggressive offensive capabilities. He's not just defensive like Gibraltar. He can actually be used to be the aggressor. You'll see here in this clip, I'm about to push this team back, literally push this team back into the zone. They cannot come up. My ult is here, they run up, I'm going to be able to see them, and they can't see me. I'm just laying down damage. My team is here to shoot. I continue to push them back. He's just very good in these types of situations, defensively more so, but you can use him very aggressively. Now, the biggest downside to Caustic is that you are forced to play a certain way to be good with him. Most of the time, you have to play a certain way to be good with Caustic. You have to play inside. The map in Apex Legends is pretty big, so limiting yourself to playing inside can get boring sometimes. And also, your teammates cannot see through your gas. Not only can they not see through your gas, but your teammates are pretty much affected in every way that the enemy is affected by your gas. They're coughing, their screen is also blurry. They won't actually take damage, but they're pretty limited in terms of you playing Caustic. So if you play with teammates, you know, pre-made parties, probably don't want to play Caustic because they might get upset with you. Caustic definitely measures up to Gibraltar when it comes to defensive capabilities. So the question is, does Mirage measure up to Wraith and Bangalore? And the answer is no, he does not. Mirage is tactical, which is his clone, can easily be outplayed. If you see a Mirage pushing out in a straight line, you probably know it's a clone. Whereas Wraith, her phase, if you see it, you know she's there, but you still cannot hit her. So it's gonna be always useful whenever you use it. Bangalore smoke, when you see it, you know Bangalore's probably in it, but you still don't know exactly where she is, so it's still gonna be useful. But Mirage, if you see his clone, then you know probably shouldn't shoot that. Mirage is gonna be on the other end of it waiting on me. But Mirage, he's a much faster paced legend than Caustic. He's up close and personal. Shotgun, SMG players, this is probably gonna be for you if you like that type of thing. So his passive comes into play when he gets downed, and that can be really good, but at other times in the game it's not gonna be as useful. Mirage is your team's flanker and pusher, so when he does get into the back, his objective is to trick enemies, get those 1v1s off, bamboozle them, and win those gunfights. And if he does get down, his passive comes into play, and sometimes the enemies can even still see you, so it's not gonna be as good. And the same thing goes for his ult, which is probably one of the worst in the game. When you use it, there's about 5 or 6 clones that come out, and when you see this, I mean, what else you automatically know is, if you see 5 or 6 Mirages, then the real Mirage is probably somewhere around here. And you can actually still see him if you look hard enough. And if they do see you, you don't have a gun, you cannot shoot, you cannot cancel Mirage's ult, which I think is really bad about him. So the downside is he's just not as consistent as Caustic, but Mirage can be good in some situations, such as this one. You know, it's a lot of chaos, people aren't really going to be paying much attention, not going to have much time to think, so if they do see Mirage clone, more than likely they are going to shoot at it. And this could be really good for singling out people and getting that quick knockdown. But somebody like Caustic is going to be really consistent in what he does and wiping out full teams if you can get them correct. But yeah, guys, if you are into that slow play style, then I would definitely suggest Caustic. But if not, go ahead and buy Mirage. But if you are a hardcore flanker or aggressive player, just stick to Bangalore or Wraith, and you'll actually see me get off a really good Mirage right here to win the game. Almost died right here, but that's due to bad aim. But yeah, guys, that is it. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know which one you decide to buy, which one you like. I'll see you in the next video, and remember,
You are the Apex Champions.